What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks, back with our daily Apple update video, ticker symbol AAPL, where we take a look at how Apple stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Apple stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Apple are. And I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me go ahead and hit record and we'll get right into the video. So another nice little green day for Apple. We're up $1.69 on the day, which is 1.34%. We got as high as $127.90 towards closing, and in the after hours we are at $128.09. So great green days for Apple. We're starting to push up to the point where my covered call is actually breached, but I'm happy because the underlying value of my shares has gone up more than kind of the down of these call that I've sold. So I'll talk about that towards the end. Before we get into the technical analysis part of the video, couple things that I wanted to quickly cover. This one I covered yesterday, but Morgan Stanley analyst Katie Huberty has lowered her price target on Apple from 164 to 156. So it's really, still a pretty good price target, right? She's still got an overweight rating on the stock, and where we currently sit at, it's still about 24% upside for the stock, right? So I don't think the key here is to focus on the lowering of the price target. I think the key here is focusing that, it's still an overweight rating and it's about a 24% push up on the stock. As we talked about over the course of the past 2 days as well, this is due to Apple service revenue going to 22% year over year, and that's up from 19% last year and about 4% higher than what everyone else is saying, right? So this analyst is actually really bullish on Apple services revenue, which if you guys have seen me for a little bit, we've talked about over and over again on why we are bullish on kind of that aspect of things, right? Recurring revenue without Apple having to really do something, rather than kind of the cycle of iPhone upgrades, MacBook upgrades, iPad upgrades, and all that stuff. So that's super exciting news. We're finally starting to move the right direction. And then this one is, talking about some Dow Jones stocks to watch. Apple is rallying and Microsoft is breaking out. So both of those are great if you have Microsoft as well. And it talks about some other stocks. So Apple, which lost about 7.9% in March, is now doing decently in April so far. And year to date, it's down about 7.9% as well, or was rather. So hopefully, we see that full recovery happening soon, and Apple goes back to being kind of the great investment that we all, think it is. Now let's get right into the technical analysis of things. Key thing today was we actually broke above that low 127s level that we struggled with over the past couple of days. So, here what we saw was, pretty flat pre-market. We were falling into the open, went all the way down to 125.14, but a quick recovery, and then we pushed all the way up to, kind of this, we broke above our 126.60s level. We were, kind of hanging out between the 126.85 and the 127.50, trying to figure out what we wanted to do. Finally, we again rallied a little bit into the close, hitting, kind of the 128s. Now we're in the 128.11. So green continuing in the after hours, which is absolutely amazing to see. We're green on the day. We're pushing up real nice. We're above VWAP. We broke this level and we held the gains throughout the course of the day. All of those things were things that we did not really see in the month of March. So super exciting the way that April has started so far. Let's talk about future levels of support, future levels of resistance, and then we'll see what we see. So over here, right, we were taking a look at this bull pennant where Apple was forming to see when it came out of that. It's come out of that now, and it's gone up for, 3 days in a row. We did not make a higher low today, but we did make a higher high. That's ultimately what we care about, right? We pushed up. Yesterday's high was 127.13. Today's high is 127.92, which is great news for us. And so let's take a look at future levels of support, future levels of resistance. So, the key here was going back to this March 16 date, where we, where the last time we were able to break above 126. So today's really the first day we were able to, kind of close at this level since back here, really, right? March 1st. And the next day we went up to 120.54 and we came right back down. So today we are high today, right? If you take a look here at the H, it's 127.92. Here on March 1st, our high was 127.93. Coincidence? I don't think so, right? That's why we do technical analysis and look at these numbers. So tomorrow, hopefully we don't see a crazy pullback like we did here, going all the way down to 125s. But our next level of resistance coming up is 128.54. And really, we haven't been at that level since about February 22nd when we were dipping. So that's what we have on the upside, guys, 128.54 and then $130.24. On the downside, we've got the 126.65 and then we got the 123.69 as two levels of support. We've gone up a decent bit already, right? We've gone up from kind of the 123s to the high 127s, so maybe a little bit of pullback is coming. I would anticipate this 126.60s to hold if we do get a little bit of a pullback. The other thing I want to talk about is take a look here. When we dipped today, we bounced perfectly off of the 55 exponential moving average, which comes in at 125.14. All the other EMAs are down here though, so hopefully we don't visit those and kind of keep maybe consolidating here, or bounce to 126.65 and then make a push towards 128 and then 130. We could even maybe get that in the next day or two, right? We don't have to take a little bit of a breather, but that's just something I'm mentally prepared for. If we take a little bit of a breather, I'm looking at the 126.60s and then we push up to 128 and 130. So great bounce off the 55 EMA. We're above the 89 exponential moving average now for a few days now, which is absolutely great to see. That's in the 124s. Hopefully we stay above that. Hopefully we start to maybe bounce off the 126s and push up. If the green continues, right, maybe we break another level tomorrow in 128.54. Again, that would be a big deal because we haven't been there since February 22nd. So hopefully we break that and start to push up. 130s would be kind of the next level that I'm looking at, right? That's what we're seeing here. So again, Apple stock is looking great, which if you guys know, I've got Apple's shares that I continue to hold. I've got a long call going out to June, which I continue to hold. It's starting to look a lot better now than it did a few weeks ago. I think it's about maybe 25% down now, 20 or 25% down. And then the other call that I bought 2 days ago, I actually sold today for about a 15 or 18% gain. Just, wanted to kind of lower my exposure there. So sold that. I, not necessarily saying it's not going to keep going up, but that was a shorter term call. So I didn't want to kind of risk that, right? That other one I have until June. So even if Apple dips, I've got time for it to come back. About my covered call. Now I told you guys that I have the 127 covered call that I sold on Monday when Apple was at 120, kind of 4 or 5s. And that was a little bit more aggressive on my end, right? Typically I don't sell covered calls that close to where the stock price is, but I wanted more credit, so I did that this week. So currently, I've got the 127 call, which if we go here on Webull and take a look, right, what's that worth today? It's worth about $1.39 to $1.42, so let's call it $1.40. I got about 75 bucks for that one, so I'm technically down on that trade, and I'll be looking to roll that out. Now, if we see a red day tomorrow, right, maybe we come back below 127 and, my covered call starts to look good. But, if we do not come down tomorrow, I'll be looking to roll that. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, and maybe I'll do a quick roll in the video. There's a lot of ways you can go ahead and roll out your calls, whether you are okay with selling Apple and just want additional credit, whether you're not looking to sell Apple. So it's, if you are okay with selling it, you can roll it and get some more credit out of it. If you're okay with selling it, or if you're not okay with selling it, you can roll it at a different strike, different price, or different date. So we'll cover all that if time comes to it. If not, I'm planning on making another video this weekend just talking about covered calls in general. So, be on the lookout for that. But yeah, down on that covered call, but not too stressed, right? The point is I can always roll it out. I can keep rolling it out to, get additional credit. Can it be assigned and can they call away my Apple shares? Absolutely, right? But my call is at 127 and this is at 127.90, so it's too close. Typically won't happen. Can happen, but typically won't. So that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on Apple are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.